Good day to you, my fellow Hyruleans. My name is Professor Sycamore Steven, and today I would like to discuss with you the Pokemon Ivysaur. Now, what do we know so far from a basic level about Ivysaur? Well, it's the mid-evolution between Bulbasaur and Venusaur. Bulbasaur evolves at level 16, and one of the primary differences between Bulbasaur and Ivysaur is that, well, Bulbasaur abides in the sun, so that seed will be progressively larger. Ivysaur has a bud on its back that blossoms. However, you can tell when it's soon to blossom based on the sweet aroma that is coming forth from its bud. If you are around an Ivysaur and you start to smell the sweet aroma, you know that its bud will soon blossom. A change is occurring within this Pokemon, and as a result of that change, it'll be more pleasant to be around. Its scent will be sweet. So let me ask you, how is the scent of your spirit? 2 Corinthians 5:17 states, "He who is in Christ is a new creation. The old is gone, the new has come." It can be really easy for our spirit to taste very bitter around other people. When we get angry, it's easy to curse. When we get irritable, it's easy to yell. When something really drastic happens in our life, it's easy to be sad without having any sort of joy, even though we should, because God is in complete control of our lives. It can be very easy for that old man that we used to be to still show up. But how can this be? If the old man is really gone, how can it still show up? Well, we are still inside our body. We are still inside our flesh. You see, it is as if a change is occurring in us, because it is called sanctification. The longer we abide in the sun, the sweeter our spirit can be, because also in Crystal version it says of Ivysaur that it absorbs nutrients, and it ultimately gets these nutrients from the sun. The nutrients that Ivysaur gets comes from the sun, goes into its body, and then the bud on its back absorbs nutrients from its body. In the same way, the nutrients of the fruits of the Spirit we get, as mentioned in Galatians 5:25 through 26, the nutrients of the fruits of the Spirit come from the sun and come into us and come out of our mouth and out of our actions. So how is your sweet spirit? Are you showing love to those who hate you? Are you showing kindness to those who wrong you? Are you showing justice to those who, well, wrong those? Are you standing up for the needy? Are you being patient in the face of complete irritability? Or do you curse up a storm whenever someone treats you wrongly? Do you give the bird to someone who drives past you, even though your children are in the backseat watching? How is your sweetness of the spirit? Because, friend, let me remind you, the fragrance that comes from your spirit, be it polluted or sweet-smelling, represents the King of Glory to all those who watch. Listen, if you claim to be a Christian, that is how they will see God. The King of everything you see, the creator of the universe, the one who holds everything, every iota of creation in his hands. Is represented by you. It's a song you sing like that of a sweet bird? Or is it more like a crow that's just going and crowing and crowing and just sounds so lethal. The old man, it's like this. This is how serious it is. It has been said that in Roman times, when they found someone and convicted him of murder, they would tie the corpse of the murdered person onto the murderer. And this person would drag that corpse around. This is how serious it is. You are dead if you are in Christ. Your old self is dead. It is gone. Yet, we are still dragging it around in this life because we are still in our sinful flesh. Don't let others see the rotting corpse that we're carrying around. Instead, let them see the sweet fragrance of the Spirit of Christ. If you're having trouble with that, remember, do as Bulbasaur did and does. Abide in the sun, so your spiritual seal will grow progressively larger, so that others will be able to smell the sweetness of your spirit that's blossoming on the inside, that one day will come to full bloom on the day that you stand in the presence of Christ the King in your newly perfected being. That will only come once we go into the next life. So remember, friend, abide in the sun. Let the sweetness of His Spirit go through your spirit. In the same way people smell the fragrance of Ivysaur as a result of the change that is occurring, let people see the change that is occurring within inside you, as seen in the sweetness of your spirit through your actions and words, so you may represent Christ, the King of glory, to all of those that you come across that are lost. So hopefully they will see Him in you and thus be found and everlastingly stay in Him. Stay holy, my friends, as the journey continues.